Hey y'all, welcome to episode 26 of the Stay at Home Son podcast. And today we have a very interesting short film review. We are going to be reviewing the film Before I Wake. This was a very interesting film and it was a very fun watch. So, Thomas, you want to give your initial thoughts and a little rundown of the film?
Yeah, so the film just basically details are they, I guess they're like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife.
Yeah.
And yeah, and the wife is like a famous actress, so she keeps getting stalked over the phone by an obsessed fan. And what I like about this movie, I was talking about with you a little bit before we started recording, but I really like that there's a lot of like classic, like slow, like cinematic shots throughout the movie. So I that was one thing that kind of stood out to me. So
Yeah, I would agree. I thought the cinematography was really good throughout the film, and it also just had really good color grading and all the this is by the same director who sent us the Mary, the short film we reviewed, as well as the Quantum Mind. So we are very familiar with Alex's work here on the channel. He's a big supporter of us, and we appreciate him. And also, I love that he had the JD Vance character in there again. That guy looks just like JD Vance every time. He's a good actor, but every single time I see him, I'm like. Okay, if I ever make a movie on JD Vance's life or like a biopic or something, I'm casting this guy in it because he looks just like him. But anyway, he did a great job as usual. I liked how it kind of started, where you can kind of see maybe this woman is a little ungrateful to being famous, how she's kind of like mocking her fan with her, like a fan calls her and says she wants her to meet her brother who's dying of cancer, and she somehow turns it into like, well, I don't want to deal with their problems. It's like, well, it kind of made me not want to root for her, and I like that because sometimes in horror movies, like when I'm watching someone have bad things happen to them, I don't want to root for them. I don't really enjoy like watching someone that I like getting, tortured or stalked or killed. I kind of like not rooting for the person and then watching that unfold. So I think this movie kind of does a good job in making me not really like the protagonist a little bit, and I think that made it more enjoyable than just a classic. Oh no, I don't want anything bad to happen. Like I was kind of like, yeah, that's what you get.
yeah, I think what did she say in the movie? She said something along the lines. She's like, "You can't solve the world's issues" or something like that. So yeah, them having her say that definitely made her stand out. And it's kind of like, should I root for her? Should I not root for her? You know?
Yeah, and like let's be honest with like the plot and stuff. Like I've seen this plot 1,000 times with like, the person's calling on the phone, getting stalked. I mean, dude, even we made a short film like that, you know? 'Cause it's like it's been done 1,000 times. But what they did that was different that I enjoyed was that they made the protagonist not just like this innocent bystander. They showed that, hey, like maybe she's not the best person and maybe she's about to learn a lesson or at least get a little bit of perspective in her life that she would not have had otherwise. So I kind of like that they went there and made her kind of not a likable person because it kind of made it more of an interesting viewership than just being scared. I was more, in a weird way, I was almost like feeling liberated.
Now when we do these reviews, I always like to point out my favorite scene, and I like my favorite scene in the movie was the last phone call that she gets, like right before she kind of she I guess gets her throat slit or whatever. Like I really like the way that they did that. I thought it was really creepy.
Yeah, it was creepy. I thought, honestly, too, like, I thought the fake blood was really good because we see a lot of short films and a lot of fake blood. I mean, dude, if we had $1 for every time we seen fake blood in a short film, we would be like so rich. But I will say that this one was really good. Like, the consistency of it and the way it kind of gushed out, it freaked me out a little bit. And they did a really good job with that. So, whoever was on their prosthetic team or whatever, they did a really good job with doing that. And because it looked very realistic. Also, I like the lighting a lot. I thought the lighting was really good. He always does a good job with lighting in his film. He's a very skilled with that aspect of like lighting film stuff. Like the type of films we make really don't worry about lighting too much, but like I appreciate people who do that because that's definitely a hard thing to do. But yeah, it was a good film. I thought it was super digestible. It was 17 minutes, so it was a bit longer than I would have liked a short film. I kind of like them 5 to 10 minutes, but the extra 7 minutes was okay because you did have that really cool ending, and it was worth the watch for sure for that ending alone. The extra maybe five
Yeah, I
minutes.
thought that too at the beginning. I'm like, oh, okay, it's longer. But
Right.
yeah, I really liked it too. It was a very good film to watch. I really liked, like I said, a lot of the cinematic shots I like, and like you said, the lighting. I think we saw some of that color lighting in Mary too, which I like the consistency of that as well.
Yeah, and it's cool with that we get these like, filmmakers and we get them constantly coming on the show and reviewing like with Alex because we get to really get an understanding of their work. Like we have a good understanding of Wigwolf's work, a good understanding of Thomas's work, a good understanding of Alex's work. And I really love watching like directors and filmmakers kind of grow their vision, but like you still see who they are. Like I could like I have a few guys that we review, and Alex is one of them, where I could see his film on TV and not even know who directed it and be like, yeah, I know who directed that. So that's a pretty cool thing that we get to like watch these directors grow in their career, and we kind of like to see their stylistic taste grow. So that's pretty cool as just a reviewing standpoint.
Yeah, so I mean, what else? So I was gonna say, I think one last thing I wanted to point out was in the beginning when I guess the actress's husband he's like I guess he's like an Uber driver or something. When the stalker guy, you know, is told like, no, I'm not taking any more drives, and then he hops in the back of the car. I'm like, that's a high IQ move right there.
Yo, no, definitely. It was a clever. I mean, the guy was smart who was doing it, and the characters were clever. And like I said, it was very well written. Like the characters did a good job of acting the scenes, and it didn't feel like sometimes with these movies when you watch them, like it's a short film. It's like events are happening, but the characters really don't matter. It's almost just like the event matters more than the character. The characters are just bodies to react to the event. But this short film did a good job in getting that, like the high IQ moment of the one character, and then seeing that this one the famous girl might be a little vindictive and might be a little spiteful and might not be the best person. Like that was pretty cool in that short amount of time how they were able to have those characters develop. Like I could kind of get a sense for the people, because so many short films we see, man, it's just like the character is just reacting to the event, but like the character doesn't bring anything to the table outside of just being there to react to it. So this film did not do that at all, and I really appreciate that because it makes this a view. It was just a fun little short film to watch, and I think I would love to see more.
More as in like a full-length movie or just more work from the same director? Or...
Just more from the same director. I think honestly, I think his last film, The Quantum Mind, would have been better for like a feature, just because there was still so much left unsaid. I think that this film, Before I Wake, is very centered just as a short. I think it would just be best just as a short. I don't really think you could expand on it much more than that. I think if they did, it would kind of take away from it. But I would love to see the film we reviewed last week, Quantum Mind, as a feature, because I think that film has a lot left to be talked about. But this film did a good job of tying up all the ends at the end.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got like a was Mary the one? I don't remember if I mean, because this one you get like full resolution. Was Mary the one that ended on a cliffhanger, or was that another one?
No, Mary. Okay, so Mary was the one we watched where it was the girl who was the killer. It was probably like back in maybe March, I think we probably watched it. And it was the one where the girl is like on the dating app, and the whole time you're thinking the guy's gonna kill her, but then you realize this woman's just this is what she does. So it was kind of like a cliffhanger. But it wasn't a cliffhanger in the sense of like they're wanting more. Like the Quantum Mind we watched last week by Alex, it was very much a cliffhanger. Like you still had a lot left to be said. That's why I would like to see it as a feature. But Mary was just really good at the end because it made you like think like, whoa, that was a big resolve. But it did have that resolve. But
Okay, yeah. I mean, I liked, like I said, I liked the I like, I guess like you said before, I like the really like, I like how the end was like drawn out and not abrupt because I feel like a lot of these endings been like kind of abrupt, whereas like this one was like really drawn out and like you could like see like the blood like just like oozing out with that, like I said before, like that's really slow shot that was
yeah,
colored.
yeah, that slow shot definitely brought it to. And like I said, it had a really good resolve, and it was worth the extra, because we wanted about maybe 5 to 10 minutes of short, but it was 17. But it was worth the extra 6 minutes for that really well thought out, well played ending. So I would definitely recommend this film. I will link it in the description below. Alex, we appreciate your support, man. Keep making films. You got a lot of talent. We can't wait to keep reviewing them. And we still got about two more films we got to review for you soon. So that's gonna be really fun. And I hope you all enjoyed today's episode of the Stay at Home Sons podcast. And remember, Thomas, you want to say it this time? What do they need to do?
Remember, stay at home.
Hell yeah.